know what absolutely just hurts my heart, like hurts my heart and soul? The one thing that I hate seeing is people falling for some fucking marketing trap, some scam, some funnel hack, some new thing, some you can't believe it ain't butter, you know what I mean? A new wave MLM. You sell water, sell the machines, it's alkaline, it's green. It's like one of the things that I hate seeing is because people, I think they want to succeed so bad, right? They want to know so bad. They don't want to be left behind. The first time I saw this was with my father, right? It was Herbalife. They had just came out in the 90s, or from my own knowledge. I didn't see it before I saw my father with this stuff. And it was like our entire shelf at home was filled with all of the binders for Herbalife. So he must have went to a seminar. And then they pitched him real good. He got the books, he got the binders. We didn't do a thing with them. It would just became decorations after a while. But this is the 90s. So the 90s, 2000, it just changes its name, puts it in a different box. Everybody got a mentorship program. Everyone's a boss babe. Everyone wants to show you the fucking way, right? And everyone wants to motivate you. Everybody got something to sell, but no one's actually giving you a system. No one's actually saying, hey, listen, I'm not even making any money, but for me selling you this system, it's my only way of making money. I'm not making money within the system, but I could share with you, tell you about the system. It's a fucking joke. It's a joke because people for eons have been, let me give you a book right now. Let me give you a book. And this is the realest book ever, guys. This is it. Right here. This is Joe Vitale. I call him Vitale. There's a customer born every minute. There's a new customer born every minute. This is that P.T. Barnum stuff. P.T. Barnum mastered the game of marketing, right? And it's like, are you a customer? Are you a consumer? Like, I know we want to step up. We want to get to the next level, whatever we're doing. But I tend to see these guys on YouTube. And mind you, this is not new. Like, all of this stuff that you're hearing is not new. The funnels, the hacks, the this, the that. It's all marketing, right? And I got a whole shelf on marketing, so I could spot it quickly. So a customer of mine that actually gets something for their money, right? What do they get for their money? Okay. We do custom reports here. You're a small investor, small developer, and you're looking to out of state, right? You don't know how to tell what's going on in the market in, let's say, East Dallas or West Fort Worth or Baltimore or Perth Amboy, New Jersey, right? You just want to get an entire scope, the economic development plan, and investor report, find out what's going on and get all that details. Well, my company does that. Strizzy Report does the research for you, and then we send it over. It's all in a PDF. You can read it, charts, numbers, everything that you need, SWOT analysis, everything that you need, so you can make a decision on if you should invest in the place based on your goals, your needs, your whatever. But these people are selling nothing, right? What they're actually selling is you, right? You are the chum, right? You purchase something in hopes of moving up another level. Well, guess what? Read the book. The levels never end, okay? And that's why, you know, when I created the Strizzy Report, I was like, man, it's got to be left of center, right? It's got to be right to center. It's got to be wherever everyone is running this way, we're going to run this way. We're going to take our time and develop real powerful reports and strategies for people that needs relocation if they want to work, live, and invest somewhere, right? That's why I give a lot of value. I want to give a lot of value up front. So you could go to the website, you could read all these things. I don't gate a lot, anything really. The only thing that's gated is the pro newsletter, where because we do deep vibes and people actually pay for that stuff. We gate that. But other than that, the information is out there. You know, you want to retire in South Carolina? I just wrote an article about that. Retire in South Carolina. But it's like me saying, hey, you want to retire? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, okay, there's 3 strategies on da 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 da. And what you should do is go on a phone call, and then you could get in my program. And then after the program, then you go into the one-on-one mentorship. Then after the one-on-one mentorship, then you go to a seminar. Then we're going to... It never ends. Bro, all the person wanted to do was find the top locations for her budget or his budget to move. And all of these things have to come in between that. That's where you know it's wrong. So I did a report. We had to do a report. And it was a report that someone paid for. They did it in a different state. So I was like, let me just do a report somewhere else. So I did one in Baltimore just to show you guys what the report looks like. This is for the investor, the developer. These are those reports. There are $250 for one of these reports. It should be more. I know a website doing it for $2,000, but their target is a little different from mine. They're targeting city councils. They're talking city members, city planning, all those divisions where it's municipality, right? I'm doing it to an individual. So, you know, paying $2,000 for a report, I'm not going to do that to anyone. But the reports are really deep, right? And now you could go do the research yourself. And that's the thing, is a lot of the things you could go do yourself. It's just, do you have time to go do it, right? And do you have time to have it all ready for you the next day, 24 hours? A lot of people don't have that time, especially if you're a busy investor, busy person that's looking to invest. You're working. You got all of that to worry about. Let my company do it for you. Now, the secret to business success is, right, you get these customers and you keep them in the loop. You keep them energized. You keep them, interested, right? But you can keep them interested with interesting information. You don't have to be all sneaky and scammy. There's a lot of scams out there. So here's one. Here's a little thing that you got to do, right? Let's say you like somebody. Ooh, they talking that game to you. Ooh, you feeling like you connected with them on a spiritual level, right? You connected with them. They're your people, right? You're in their tribe and their movement. And then all of a sudden you get their book. You like their book. You get their book. You like their book, right? Okay, what's next? Is the book gonna give you everything, right, that you need so that you could just move on, so you could get up out of there? The goal is to get up out of there. I don't want these people, once they move, they found their location, they find the best tax place for them, they found their retirement, they found what Medicare, Medicaid, they find where they could earn more money, they find that investor, they pick 2 places I do a full report for, they gone, okay? My goal is to have them refer their investor friend, their cousin, their mother to come in and get something else, right? From me. It's not to keep that one person. Once you're done, you're done. So what's the lifeline of a customer, right? Lifeline of a customer, you bring them in, right? You give them a little bit. You give them a little bit of the taste of the Cinnabon. It's sweet. Oh, it's good. But you don't give them all of it, okay? You don't give them all of it. I'm going to spit the game to y'all. Then you may drip another piece. Drip another. So they're going along the line like little rabbits. You like that. You like that because that makes you a good marketer, okay? Then after they get a big chunk of it and they see what this whole thing is all about, then you dupe them. Oh, no. They're getting too close to it. Then there's another level. And this level is the mastermind level. Ooh, you need a mastermind. So what you do in this level, you get all that information, you soak it up, more pieces of the Cinnabon, but you're not enough to get full, not enough to know what you're about to do. I saw on YouTube an ad came on, and it was, hey, because I guess I live in Maryland, so I'm going to see this ad. So, hey, let's go tax lien. Do you want to know how to get a house with 4 trips to Chipotle money? All you have to do is come to the seminar. Okay, I think I recorded a piece of it. And I don't want to hate nobody for doing what they do, right? This is how they put food on their table for their family. But there's a thin line, all right? Once the thin line, when I see it, is really, like, everyone I think should see it. But I realize people don't read the books. People aren't marketers. People aren't in business. People aren't in that side of the game. So I tend to feel like they should, but they really wouldn't know. Like, my mom would be scammed. My mom would be scammed in a jiffy. If she latched on to somebody, she's in it. She's in it. She thinks it's the best thing ever, right? But in this ad, two or three people were doing a review or a testimony or something, and they said, oh yeah, this program is great. And on the top, like right here, it said paid actor. And no one sees that. No one would ever see that. And it's like you're going to another seminar, instead of just getting the information on tax liens, just failing a couple of times and doing it. So now you're going to go pay $2,000 at a seminar. Then in that same video, somebody said, oh, we went the second weekend and we got way more information than the first weekend. So they paid again, right? Maybe the first one was a free seminar, buy a book, buy a little thing, but that second seminar, that's where the juice is at. Instead of taking that time that you spent in a whole 2 weekends and say, hey hubby, let's do some research, tax liens, they're public records, they're all of this. Let's find out how to do it, get this, maybe get with a realtor. I would call a goddamn broker. Hey broker, I'm thinking about getting in this, just getting free information. Anything that you could do, but you don't have to sit in a room, right? Again, I'm not trying to hate. I'm just saying, please don't get scammed out there. So anyway, I did a full review of Baltimore, and this is where this place is at. Because a lot of people think, for investors, again, when I was a realtor in Philly, I seen how a whole community, a whole neighborhood could shift and what makes that shift. And it's not just the prices of the homes, right? A lot of people think, oh, the home is $80,000, it's $50,000. Oh, it's going to be great. No, you could buy a house for $50,000 and sit on that bitch, and it never gets nothing in value. It doesn't increase, it doesn't appreciate, it doesn't do anything. It just sits there. In fact, it starts depreciating because you didn't check the other factors surrounding home buying, surrounding investing, right? So it's not just the price of the home, it's what the neighborhood is like. What is the median household income of that neighborhood? If you do purchase it, is your cap, it's not even that it's a ceiling. It's not even that it's a price ceiling federally. It's that people in that area are not paying over $800 for that home, period. You're not going to get it. You try to go in there with your slick countertops and your slick carpet that you know the one carpet that every first early investor has, the fresh can of paint, the one carpet, it's not so cheap, it's not expensive, it's right there in the middle, you get that, you do the countertops a little bit, and then you think that you could come in there and get $1,400 because you're an investor. No, it's what the market says you're gonna get. So a lot of people don't do these other research, and that's why I have the company really to do the research for you. I want you in, get the product, and you're out. I'm not here to elevate you on up. I do have a free newsletter that if you stay on, that's your business, right? Because you love the information that you get every week. I'm telling you economic data, trends, geo trends in different areas, what's moving with inflation, what's moving with jobs, numbers, all of it. So you can make a decision. So that's good information for you long term, and that's free. Now, if you want to move up to the pro, that's on you because you want deeper. Hold on. You want deeper information. That's on you. But we got to stop. We got to get smarter. It hurts my heart so much. And I just came out of somebody's live, and they're talking about some new thing to build. It's really a MLM. It's multi-level marketing. It's really a fucking scam, but no one is going to tell them. And so I wonder, what are these people thinking when they're doing these lives and when they got people sucked in and they want to do more, they want to earn, they want to believe so much that it's going to be for them. Listen, I got into it. I was one of those on both sides, right? I was one that got the alkaline water machine and tried to sell the machine, right? People are like, bro, I can just go to the store and buy a bottle of alkaline water for $2 and you're fucking trying to sell me a $5,000 machine to have in my house? Come on, think about it, right? But who's winning here? Is it me? Is it the person that's getting the alkaline? Or is it the person that I signed up with that's winning, right? Who's winning? So the goal here is to spot these things. Half of the things in this world, probably 95% of the things in this world, ways to make money, things that you could do, could be researched yourself in a weekend. And you could learn these things. If you even want to change your mindset, if you want to learn marketing, if you want to learn financial planning, if you want to learn anything, you want to learn about insurance, you want to learn about universal life, term, all of these things, take a weekend. Stop investing more time in other people and what the fuck they got going on than you taking the time in yourself. Now, you may have a cap and you say, man, I'm not good at learning. I'm not good at that. And that's why you have companies like mine that does the research for you and puts it in layman's terms so you can make an informed decision. That's the best. I think that's the best way. So I want customers in and out. I want come in with a purpose, leave out with a solution. That's it. This lifelong thing we're not gonna do. All I want you to know is I care about you. I care about what we see out here, because a lot of this information that I get as far as cost of living and all that, you can find it anywhere. You could just type in Google and find it, right? Cost of living in Arizona. Boom, here's the index. This is all information that you could get. But are you going to remember to continue getting it if you have a plan on moving, right? If you have a plan on retiring, if you have a plan on saving, this is information that you're gonna need constantly in bite-sized information. That's where my companies comes in. And if you want to get deeper, we do full-on reports. So head over to StrizzyReport.com to get that. All the articles are there. It's not gated. It's not gated. It's not a gated community, bro, with the security guard at front. We give the data. We give the information, so go check it out. And all my people that's on the other side that are calling themselves marketers or business owners, keep doing you. I'm not going to stop your hustle. I'm not going to call any names. But I am talking to the people that want more out of their own life. I think wanting more out of your own life begins with just constricting. Constricting. Go out, enjoy the lake. Go take a walk. Go be with family. Write a letter. Meditate a little bit. Go do yoga. You know what I mean? Take a jog. Create a plan to save more. All of these things will elevate your life way more than you sitting in somebody's goddamn seminar and you're not getting anything out of it. All right? So, I love you guys. Be great.